My name is Alena Ivochkina. My project name is The Architecture of Power. The Architecture of Power didn't begin with a concept. It began with a phrase that kept coming back to me. One morning, I woke up with the thought, she's gone. Normally, dreams disappear quickly, but this phrase stayed. I didn't know who she was or why I kept thinking about her. At that time, I was working on self-portraits. I was photographing myself in different clothes with my face hidden. Slowly, I realized I was no longer making the same project. I was starting to tell the story of an unknown woman. I wanted to understand what had happened to her, even if I had to imagine it. While I was working, there was a constant flow of news from around the world. Even when I didn't look for it, it was always there. I noticed that it started to become part of how I feel inside. At that point, I understood photography was not enough. I felt like I needed to stitch this information into the image. That is how embroidery became part of the project. Each stitch is like a small piece of information. Together, they form an image and a feeling reality. Embroidery also allowed me possible events to her story. Things that are not visible in the photograph but still exist in the imagination. When I finished the series, I noticed something. I no longer heard the phrase, she's gone. It disappeared. Only her story remained. Later, my friends compared the work to Orwell's 1984. I had read it before, and it stayed with me. I think his ideas, the flow of news, and my dream all came together. For me, the architecture of power is not only about political power. It is about invisible system of influence that shape how we see reality and over time who we become.